So this is the Death card in tarot. This is the most misunderstood card in tarot. People believe this as a negative thing rather than what it's meant for. And for tarot, death means transformation. It doesn't always mean negativity. It means transformation, new beginnings, change, an ending to bring a new beginning, like one chapter closing, entering into a new chapter, a new phase. When the death card shows up, a lot of people believe that it means death, or there's going to be death in your life. That's not what it means. It's the biggest, most misunderstood card in tarot. So let's explain this death card. It brings transformation and change, like I said, endings and new beginnings, resolution, reflection. The zodiac sign associated with this card is Scorpio. Now, there's two death cards here from two different decks, and you could see that the picture is not very similar at all. Most of the cards in tarot are similar to each other when you have two different decks, but you know, sometimes they have a different picture meant to explain or show you, you know, something that's happening. So in this one, you could see a woman holds a rose and a flower bud, symbolizing fullness and potential endings and beginnings. A blood red sun is setting, indicating a time for reflection and release. Although the number 13 traditionally is unlucky because it's number 13 in tarot, death predicts necessary endings that are often, sorry about that, natural outcomes. So it's meant to be for reflection and release, to make transformation, to bring change. It's not meant to say you're going to have a death close to you. That's not what it means when it comes up in tarot. I mean, I'm sure that there's times that it may signify that, but for the most part, it's about transformation for the better. Let's see. Death is a card of a total and complete transformation. It is, when this card appears, it reveals that the circumstances around you have entered into a cycle of purging, cleansing, and releasing. Something around you is coming to completion to make room for new growth. Wherever there's an ending, there's always a beginning. And the death card is a symbolic representation of that process occurring in your life. With any kind of death, that energy is born anew in some other form. You may be releasing toxic people, thoughts, or things, moving from one place to the next, or saying goodbye to someone or something for now. In love, the death card symbolizes the end of an aspect of a relationship. Your love life is totally changing and revamping itself. It's possible that this can bring feelings of sadness, but at the same time, I have seen this card show up for people who are moving from one phase of love to another and saying goodbye to, you know, the singlehood and welcoming love into their lives. You know, people who were blocked or closed off from love are now accepting it. So that's a form of the transformation that the death card brings. For career and work, your work life is, you know, will be under a spell of transformation if this card shows up in regards to work. Something is coming to an end and the universe is preparing you for a new beginning. The card is a wonderful sign if you have been setting intentions to create a major change in your life, but if you're to be laid off from a job, it can definitely bring disappointment too. Either way, you're reaching an end, experiencing a cut of some sort, and being asked to be flexible while this transformation takes place for you. This card could mean that you're laying to rest aspects of your life that no longer serve you. As indicated by the death card, you may be forced out of a situation or find yourself in the midst of a total transformation as parts of your life melt away and take on new form. With death, it's important to remember to remain open to these changes, even if they seem that they're, detrimental. Initially and at first it may be detrimental, and then you realize, okay, this is for change, this is for the better, this is what needs to happen. If this card shows up in the reverse, the death cards can signify that you're avoiding necessary change. You may be holding on to something or grieving to the point where you have stopped experiencing the magic of your own life. Remember, every ending is the beginning of a new journey that will bring gifts of its own. Resisting change doesn't stop it from happening, but it can and will prolong suffering. So, the wisdom message for this card is swift change, bringing new beginnings. I'm experiencing a period of incredible transformation. Okay, and that is the death card for you in tarot.